Shabbat Shalom. And if you're at home, Shabbat Shalom. There's sometimes when you get a little bit in the later part of your life, it's possible to forget that we're created in the image of God, B'Tselem Elohim. So thank God we have young people, and when they show up and they sing and they smile, I think it reminds each of us that we have that spark of godliness inside of us because we see it inside of them. We begin with B'Tselem Elohim.
Yeah, 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 yeah. 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 We've all got a life to live. We all got a gift to give. Just open your heart and let it out. We all got a piece to bring. We all got a song to sing. Just open your heart and let it out. Yeah. When I reach out to you and you to me, B'Tselem Elohim. We become B'Tselem Elohim. Yeah, 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 yeah. When we share our hopes and our dreams, B'Tselem Elohim. Each one of us, B'Tselem Elohim. We all got a tale to tell. We all want to speak it well. Just open your heart and let it out. We all got a mountain to climb. We all got a truth to find. Just open your heart and let it out. Yeah. When I reach out to you and you to me, B'Tselem Elohim. We become B'Tselem Elohim. Yeah, 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 yeah. Share our hopes and our dreams. B'Tselem Elohim. Each one of us, B'Tselem Elohim. Reshit bara Elohim. Reshit bara Elohim. Reshit bara Elohim. All our hopes, all our dreams. Reshit bara Elohim. Each one of us, B'Tselem Elohim. Reshit bara Elohim. All our hopes, all our dreams. Reshit bara Elohim. Each one of us, B'Tselem Elohim. Yeah. When I reach out to you and you to me, B'Tselem Elohim. We become B'Tselem Elohim. Yeah, 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 yeah. When we share our hopes and our dreams, B'Tselem Elohim. Each one of us, B'Tselem Elohim. Yeah, 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 yeah. Each one of us, B'Tselem Elohim. Yeah, 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 yeah. Each one of us, B'Tselem Elohim.
You can applaud them, that's fine. It's no problem. Somebody recently told me that applause can be a form of prayer. So that's really our offering to our Teen Tefillah team. It's going to be an incredible evening of worship. But we also are going to begin by welcoming our Sabbath on page 13 of our prayer books as we invite Katie Young and Mindy Young to come forward to lead us in our Shabbat candlelighting ceremony. Now remember, after the candles, when this incredible Teen Tefillah team performs our prayers with us, we are in those moments. So we're going to enjoy those moments and really send our prayers to God from our hearts, not our hands, later on. So that was your one chance to give them a big applause. Now we welcome Shabbat and turn to the spirits of our community. Page 13.
Light is the foundation of life, yet impossible to touch. Light is flowering,
growing,
and fruit trees blossoming, photosynthesis and rainbows shimmering. Light is energy and romance, enlightenment and lighting. Light is red and violet and magenta and blue, lasers and campfires, warmth and illumination, the sunset and the dawn. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, eternal source of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvah and commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We turn to page 34 for Lecha Dodi.
Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Shemor v'zachor, b'dibor echad, hishmianu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad, Shemo echad, v'shem u'tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela.
Likrat Shabbat, lehuven elcha, Ki mekor ha-baracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh v'machshavati la.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Shalom, Ateret V'ala, Gam Besimcha, U'Tzola, Tov Emuneh, Al Segula, Boi Chala, Boi Chala.
Lecha Dodi, Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela.
Service continues on page 42 with the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Amen. Be'alma divrach kirutei v'yamich malchutei. B'chayechon u'v'yom echon. U'v'chayei dekol beit Yisrael. Bagal וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי תקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה להאמיר בעלמא ויאמרו אמן. Page 44. La 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 Adonai, Hamevora, Baruch, Adonai, Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Leolam Vaed, Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Leolam Vaed.
We continue on page 45. Our kind deeds are used by God as seed for the planting of trees in the Garden of Eden. Thus, each of us, by our deeds, has the power to create our own paradise. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Blessed are you, O God, who makes the evening fall. We continue on page 50. O God, you traveled with our fathers as they journeyed through the wilderness. You sang with our fathers at the shores of the Red Sea. You stood with our fathers as they fought against oppression. You have brought us all here, fathers and mothers, daughters and sons, to our own promised land of freedom.
יהם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נהגה יומם בלילה ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto leolam vayed. Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto leolam vayed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod,
ואנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, הייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We're going to have the tefillah team return to their seats 1 second. We're throwing a monkey wrench in the moment because it is now an opportunity for us to celebrate with a young person newly entered into the world. And so it is such a joy to invite Sierra Joy Wolk Hofteling, the daughter of Julie and Paul, to come forward along with big sibling Finn, who will celebrate with her throughout her lifetime. Finn's not coming up. So we celebrate and invite them, and as they come forward, we'll be offering them many, many beautiful presents, gifts of candlesticks and a baby book, as well as an opportunity to come to our Temple Israel Nursery School. We are so excited to celebrate with you.
ברוכים הבאים בשם אדוני, ברכנוכם מבית אדוני.
Sierra, what color is that? It's beautiful. Sort of pinkish purple. And her grandma, yes, it's gorgeous, actually. Sierra, you are the window through which we glimpse the future. At this sacred moment in your life, we bestow upon you the Hebrew name Sarah Devorah, in memory of your maternal great-grandmother, Sarah, and Devorah is for multiple Davids on both sides of the family. Your proud grandparents are Joyce and Michael Walk, who, by the way, will design you a beautiful home when you get married and pay for it as well. And Alice and Dave Hofteling, we love you, we welcome you, and we pray that you will grow to Torah, to chuppah, and to ma'asim tovim, to deeds of loving kindness. And let us all say, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Melech haolam. Shehecheyanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu lezman hazeh. Shehecheyanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu lezman hazeh. The universe. Shehecheyanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu lezman hazeh. Shehecheyanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu lezman hazeh.
Who has kept us in life and preserved us and enabled us to reach this time?
Shehecheyanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu lezman hazeh.
Shehecheyanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu lezman hazeh.
Continue with the introduction on page 60. We read responsively. We celebrate our miracles, the water parting, wall tumbling, sun standing still miracles of our ancestors. Who is like you, O God, creator of fulfillment and joy.
Mi kamocha, bailim Adonai. Mi kamocha, nedar bakodesh, nora tehilot. Osei felech, who is like you? Mi kamocha, who is like you? Mi kamocha, who is like you? Adonai.
Malhutecha ra'uchanecha Boker yam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam Be'elianu ve'amru Adonai yimlok le'olam va'ed.
Who is like you? Mi chamocha. Who is like you? Mi chamocha. Who is like you? Adonai.
You've heard it, now sing with us. Who is like you? Who is like you? Every voice.
Who is like you? Mi chamocha. Who is like you? Mi chamocha. Who is like you? Adonai. Adonai.
V'nehema ki pada Adonai et Yaakov, u'ge'alo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch ata Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
On page 64 together. Cause us, our Creator, to lie down in peace, and raise us up, O sovereign God, to renewed life in peace. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, and be our shield of mercy and of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, va'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
B'nei Yisrael et Shabbat, v'shameru la'asot et Shabbat לדורותם, בריחם Keshet Yamim Asa Adonai Et HaShamayim Ve'et Haaretz V'shameru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat V'shameru Asot Et HaShabbat V'dorotam Be'eretz Olam Uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Shameru b'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat v'shameru Asot Et HaShabbat V'dorotam Be'eretz Olam Be'eretz Olam Be'eretz Olam.
We rise together on page 68. Adonai, sifatai tiftachu pi agitehi latecha. Eternal God, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imaot, U'mevii Geula Livnei Bneihem, Lema'an Shemo v'Ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, Bezrat Sarah.
Together on page 69. Prayer invites us to let God's presence suffuse our spirits, to let God's will prevail in our lives. Prayer cannot bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city, but prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, and rebuild a weakened will. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye Hakol. Blessed are you, O God, who renews all things.
אתה קדוש בשמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. As you're seated, we pray silently.
to love we'll return. If we keep singing love, we will always be heard. So give me your breath, and together we'll stand with peace in our hearts. We will sing it across every land. Shalom Rab, Shalom Rab, Am Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rab, Shalom Rab, Am Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam.
So beat every heart and feel every soul and sing every voice and let us be whole. So beat every heart and feel every soul and sing every voice and let us be whole. Shalom Rab, Shalom Rab, Am Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rab, Shalom Rab, Am Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rab, Shalom Rab, Am Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rab, Shalom Rab, Shalom Rab, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rab, Shalom Rab, Shalom Rab.
Late yesterday evening, I returned home from California, which was a kind of mixed blessing. It was a trip that started out as a vacation and turned into a visit of a family member who was having some surgery. I'm so glad I made it back for this tefillah team. We're going to have to build a bigger room here. Would you all agree? If you are in favor of us building a bigger room in this room, a more glorious room, okay, hold your hands up so we can see a picture of all of you who would like to donate for the building of a bigger room. Oh. You have been photographed, and you will be contacted within the next 2 or 3 months for the resources needed to accomplish what, by the way, we are planning on to accomplish, hopefully in the not-distant future. But it's an opportunity to enjoy beautiful music. It's an opportunity for a community to come together in prayer. It's the recognition, and again, as I said, traveling in California and visiting family member out there who was having surgery, and thank God that was a blessing and everything went well. And so we turn to the Misha Berach. It is that moment in time when we thank God for the blessing of health. The health that we have that we don't think about because we take it for granted, and the health that we pray will come back to those who are going through difficult times. So as we join together on page 83, please join in the singing of Misha Berach and think about someone special in your life who needs a prayer.
Mikol habracha
All of you had your hands up in the air a moment ago. It reminded me of being on a roller coaster ride. You never know when they're going to take your picture in the middle of the roller coaster. Then you see your picture afterwards on a screen. All of you looked like this. It was amazing. That was right as you volunteered to donate. It was fabulous. I'm going to invite we have a guest speaker tonight. I'm going to invite Danny Hertz to come forward right now. As he's coming forward, I'd like to just give you a little bit of an introduction. Those of you who know me know how important Jewish summer camps have been in my life. I met my wife at Jewish summer camp. I met all of my best friends in camp, and it was such a joy a few years ago when I renewed my connections to Jewish camps at the 6 Points Sports Academy in Greensboro, North Carolina. Now, at that time, I had heard a rumor about a legendary coach who was the basketball coach, but I had gone third session, and he was only there for the beginning of the summer, so I missed meeting him. A few years later, when he became the director of the camp, we had an opportunity not only to meet, but to become dear friends. And this weekend, we are lucky here at Temple to have Danny Hertz here with us throughout the weekend, speaking at various Reformed congregations, having a parlor meeting to recruit students to participate in the 6 Points Sports Academy and the other 6 Points camps. But he has a unique story to tell, and we've invited him to share that story with us. So I introduce to you my dear friend and the director of the 6 Points Sports Academy in Greensboro, North Carolina, but hailing from Boca Raton, Florida, Danny Hertz. You can use that.
Shabbat Shalom. All right. I don't like the barrier. So Shabbat Shalom, Temple Israel, thank you very, very much for having me. It's truly an honor to be here with you guys. I've learned through Pew Research, Brandeis Research, there's 3 ways to impact a young person's Jewish identity. The first way is to become a bar bat mitzvah. The second way is a trip to Israel. And the third way is to attend a Jewish overnight summer camp. I grew up in Johannesburg, South Africa, year-round school, no summer camp. I come to America, and my journey in America and summer camps begins there, but I want to flash back to that time in South Africa. My grandfather survived the Holocaust. I'm proud to say that our family had a deep commitment and pride in being Jewish. Friday nights, we were at services, and after services, we had great family time at Shabbat dinner. It was at those dinners with my mom and dad, 2 sets of grandparents, my younger sister, that I got to listen, I got to observe, I got to hear, and I got to establish, and I didn't know it at the time, of course. As I've gotten older, I figured out what happened, but I got to truly understand some of the values that I have today and how they came about. For example, my parents did not apologize one time for having high expectations, especially when it came to treating people with respect, my manners, and my academics. I can remember coming home with a report card, 5 A's, 2 A pluses. Danny, what's the matter? We expect straight A pluses. A's aren't good enough. And you know what I really liked about that? He never apologized for having high expectations. And that lesson goes with me today as I supervise a staff of 123 people who take care of your children and grandchildren. I have high expectations of those people, and I don't apologize for it. We want to do a great job of taking care of children. It was the same way when I was a coach. I was lucky enough. I coached really good players, really good basketball players, professionals, McDonald's All-Americans. And I was the one who had that high level of expectations, and then we hold young people to that level of expectation. I want to flash back with regards to those expectations, which I had in my professional life as well. Sure, I fell in love with coaching. Looking back, how and why did that happen? It was because I got to impact young people. I love the idea of that we can be role models and we can impact young people. I was at the top of the high school basketball coaching world. People would come down to Florida, where my team was, in Fort Lauderdale. You name the coach, everyone from your guy Tom Izzo at Michigan State, to Coach K, to Billy, they all came down year after year to recruit our players, and I enjoyed it. But you know what I enjoyed more? I enjoyed taking part each summer in the JCC Maccabi games as a coach. I enjoyed coaching the Maccabi USA basketball team in Israel. And I would come back after summer, and I would feel invigorated after those experiences. And then in 2010, something happened that just aligned, made my world align. My two passions came together when I, for the first time, went to Jewish sports camp. Jewish sports camp. I was the head basketball coach in year one, and one of the rabbis who came on faculty, he comes to the session. Now, keep in mind, I grew up in South Africa. The bima is raised, the rabbi is rigid, the rabbi is formal, and I looked up to the rabbi with almost a fear as well as everything else. The rabbi comes to my basketball session. Here I am coaching these kids. Here I am excited, and the rabbi comes, and I say to myself, uh-oh, what do you do? And this rabbi, who hails from Bowie, Maryland, Rabbi Steve Weissman, he says to me, and I quote, "Danny, I'm just a human. Let's go. Let's play basketball." And what that did for me was humanize Judaism. I always was proud to be Jewish. I always was proud to be part of sports. But when you could humanize Judaism, it made me proud to bring the worlds together. And that happened in 2010 to combine the passions that I had. And I left that summer, 2010, and I promised I was going to do something about it. I went home, I spoke to my coaching peers, and I told them I'm going to leave. I'm going to go into the Jewish education world so I can coach Jewish kids and make that impact. They said, "What, are you crazy?" They said, "You've got a great thing going." I said, "No, I'm not crazy. I'm absolutely convinced it's the right thing to do." Within a couple months, I had moved on to one of the biggest Jewish day schools in America as their athletic director and head basketball coach. And I started to feel great. Started to feel really good about myself. Another lesson that I learned. Let me back up a little bit real quick. And I'm even going to try something in honor of my dear friend, Rabbi Josh. In this week's Torah portion, God calls to Abraham. And what does Abraham say back? He says, "Hineni." He says, "I am here." Right? That brings me to my core value number 2. Show up for people. Show up for people that you like. Show up for people that you care about. Show up for people that are good to you. Show up for people. We're fortunate each summer at camp, we have Israelis on staff. A few months ago, one of these Israeli staff members was in America playing Division I soccer. He was the captain of the team. He's by himself. I'd found out that on senior night, which was a Saturday night, he had nobody to walk him to center field to be honored as the senior captain of a Division I soccer team. For us, in my world, Sundays are a big day. We travel every Sunday to beautiful places and get to talk the magic of camp. This was on a Saturday night. It was not easy for me to do, but I made sure that this young man had somebody to be there for him. I learned that from my parents in South Africa. Show up for people. I went. Today, that young man is Eyal Cohen, who not only was grateful that I showed up that night, but shows up for all the young people that look up to him today, including several members of Temple Israel. In fact, two, we'll get there in a second, but several kids from Temple Israel. See, because camp is not just about relationships 6 weeks of the year. What we try and teach our kids is that camp is relationships 52 weeks out of the year. These core values must go with you wherever you are because you're part of the camp community. Speaking of camp community, this community, Temple Israel community, thank you very much for having me, but I'm going to tell you, where's Rabbi Marla? I see Rabbi Josh. Okay, Rabbi Marla, Rabbi Josh, you know what they do? They show up. Rabbi Marla and Rabbi Josh come to camp, 6 Point Sports Academy, and show up for the kids in Temple Israel, show up for Jewish kids who need the role models. You know who humanizes Judaism for this next generation? Rabbi Josh. If you thought for 1 second Rabbi Marla out there playing lacrosse is not inspirational to the young ladies, it is. And it's, you know what, also it opened her eyes. If you ever get a chance to speak to her, do so. But show up for people, and that happens a lot. So the high expectations, the importance of family, the idea of showing up are my core values. At camp, 6 Point Sports Academy, we have about 850 kids each summer who love Judaism, love sports. We have core values. Our core values of camp: growth, sportsmanship, pride, leadership, intention, teamwork. And we weave them into everything we do. I believe strongly in the power of core values. We bring that to everything in our community. Our community is our family. I would like to say a real big thank you to my extended family here at Temple Israel for the option to be here tonight. Spending Shabbat dinner with you and your family tonight reminded me of dinner in South Africa and learning a whole lot as we do at each night. So a big todah to you, the family, and Temple Israel. I don't believe in luck. I believe in hard work. But I do feel extremely blessed to not only do what I do for the young people who love sports, proud to be Jewish, but also to have been here with you tonight. Shabbat Shalom, and thank you very much.
As the Teen Tefillah team is coming up for our anthem, I just want to quickly ask a question. How many of you would like to go to the 6 Point Sports Academy this summer with me? Raise your hands. I'm taking your picture also. But just a quick momentary announcement. As these Teen Tefillah team members start to sing, recognize there are 3 new camps in our Reform movement. One is the sports camp, which has 2 locations in LA and in Greensboro. There's also a performing arts camp and a technology camp. So if you are the parent or the grandparent of somebody who, even if you already go to other camps, you can spare an extra 2 weeks in the summertime, please tell them about the sports camps, our performing arts camps, you guys, performing arts camps, and technology camp. Amazing opportunities. Daniel will be here after services to talk to you if you have questions about it as well. So thank you.
I know every day is a gift, and I try to really appreciate it. So in my sadness I look for a lesson, in my tears I do the same. Every day I count my blessings and make the time to pray.
I'm climbing up the tree of life, dancing on the branches, swinging on the vines. Look at me, hey, ain't I sight, climbing up the tree of life.
I know I'm gonna make some mistakes. Lessons learned means sometimes a branch has to break. But this tree will stand forever, growing stronger every day. As we study Torah together, let each one of us say,
I'm climbing up the tree of life, dancing on the branches, swinging on the vines. Look at me, hey, ain't I sight, climbing up the tree of life. Torah, Torah, it's Chaim hi lemachzikim ba. V'tomechecha me'usha, v'tomechecha me'usha. I'm climbing up the tree of life, dancing on the branches, swinging on the vines. Look at me, hey, ain't I sight, climbing up the tree
like to invite a member of our executive committee, Joe Beagleman, to come forward now to offer our congregational announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. What a wonderful way to end the work week with the wonderful tefillah team. And Danny, I'm ready for 6 points for sure. Please help to support the Brotherhood by enjoying a meal at Rusty Bucket at the Bingham Farms location next Tuesday. That's the one on Telegraph. Cut out the coupon in the messenger or pick up the one on the table as you leave. Present it to the server and the Brotherhood will get 15% of your bill. It's a great way to support the Brotherhood. November 1st at 7 p.m., join us to learn about the different paths to parenthood, including infertility, adoption, and financial support. Learn, share, and discover that difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. We have some great guest speakers coming to the event. Please join us. On Monday, November 5th at 7 p.m., Kabbalah Master Rabbi Dr. Label Wolf returns to Temple for a lecture titled Healing Anger and Angry People. Dr. Wolf has lectured in over 350 cities across the globe, conducting retreats, seminars, and training programs throughout the world. There is no charge and open to the whole community. This is sure to be a great event. Please join us after services for the Oneg and Shabbat greetings. On behalf of all of the officers and the Board of Trustees, I want to wish each of you a Shabbat Shalom.
We also would like to welcome students from Detroit Mercy, right? Am I right? That's where you're from, right? Detroit Mercy, which, by the way, has a 6 points connection because that same counselor that Danny spoke about played one of his games against Detroit Mercy, and I was able to be there and watch Detroit Mercy win. I wasn't happy about it, but you guys won. So thank you to students from Detroit Mercy for being with us tonight. We turn now in our prayer books to page 189, and we rise together for Aleinu. Please be seated. We turn now to the sacred task of memory and mention the names of those who have died in recent days here in our congregational family. Dr. Stuart Bass, Sylvia Collins Burchad, Rod Brown, Morton Collins, Howard Emmer, Florence Sachs Finkelstein, Jerome Foreman, Francis Goldman, Esther Gorbach, Bernard Harwood, Morris Hewler, Marty Carr, Margot Klein, Glenda Lask, Harry Levy, Donald Lifton, Joseph Lipson, Irving Moroff, Robert Moss, Jim Polk, Dr. Benjamin Shoemaker, Marilyn Silver, Calvin Stein, Shirley Arbit White, Bruce Abrams, Lorraine Altus, so these are the yard sites, Bruce Abrams, Lorraine Altus, Jacob Arbit, Evelyn Barnett, Alexander Bruni, Alvin Gorin, Helen Grundy, David Gutman, Mac Halper, Larry Kamen, Ruth Cass, Irene Lawson, Norma Lane, Florine Ruth Lerman, Irving Margolis, Lillian Markowitz, Harold Michaels, Fred Marty Miller, Sarah Millman, Dave Mitz, Jesse Nankin, Leon Paul, Jerome Price, Michael Roberts, Irving Robinson, Norman H. Rosenfeld, Pierce Rosenthal, Rita Selaznik, Louis Sanford, David Schoenberger, Marcia Seifman, Doris Stern, Beatrice Sugar, Iris Topolsky, Dorothy Wolf, Irving Wolf, Gerald Wolin, Robert R. Wallach, Jason Philip Zaks, Milton Butterman, Josephine Elaine Jackson, Ryan Rossman, Charles Fantich, Morris Barish, Boris Pickstein, Yaakov Gelfand, June M. Katz, Helen Wallach, Esther Abrams, Marilyn Lancet, Marilyn Feldman, Anita Rosenberg, Leonard Rosenberg, Dr. Howard Spector, Irving Sable, and Abe Winegren. Tehei Nishmotehem Tzorot B'Tzorachim, may their souls be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. We remember them now as we turn to page 199. We rise for Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah, Yalmad yivrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agalau v'zman kari v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mavarach leolam leolmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal Shemei d'kudusha brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran v'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May God send peace to all of us, comfort to those who are bereaved, as together we say, Amen.
We turn to page 204. We give a huge thank you to our Teen Tefillah team. Looking at the faces, I see many that I know are as delighted and grateful as I am for the work they put in, the beautiful singing, and the spirited leadership. We conclude with Od Yavo Shalom. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'akulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'akulam. Salam Aleinu ve'akol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'akol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'akulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'akulam. Salam Aleinu ve'akol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'akol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'akulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'akulam. Salam Aleinu ve'akol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'akol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'akulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom